call. Stand by, everybody. Here we go. What's up, my homies? It is 7:01 Central, 8:01 Eastern. Good to see you. It's your friend James Shaw. We are in Chicago, Oak Brook, technically. Oak Brook, Illinois, Chicago, this morning. We're doing the 3L intensive. This is a really cool class that we have that Vicky Lukacic, who works with me, does a lot of work on. Anna Short does a lot of work on it too. We go into an area, we find the top people who are succeeding in the 3Ls, right? From Millionaire Real Estate Agent, leads, listings, and leverage. But then we want to find out what they're doing in those areas to succeed in today's market so that we can continue to make it relevant. And so we've got some great stuff today. Many of you on this call will be featured. Kristen Jungle's going to be on a panel today. Meg Dady is going to be on a panel today. Let's see. Beth Gary is going to be on a panel. Who else can be on a panel? I don't want to forget anybody, but now I'm going to. So anyway, we got a great Ann Rosen going to be on a panel today. So we got really good stuff. Looking forward to that. So if you're in Chicago, there's over 100 of you coming. I'll look forward to seeing you there at that. Next week, oh my gosh, next week is Pipeline Power Week. Are you all participating in Pipeline Power Week? It's the first ever challenge that we've done in Pivot and for Inspire members. So Pivot, we'll have a 20-minute session on it every day next week, 8 o'clock Eastern. And then Inspire, we have an hour-long, really deep dive into that topic, along with a whole bunch of tools for you that are going to be great. So I hope to see you all Monday for the Pipeline Market Challenge. It's going to be totally awesome. Also, one more quick announcement. You know, we have Advance coming up in Tampa. John Acuff and I are going to co-teach Advance, and John sent me all his stuff. It's really good. He's going to do all this goal-setting stuff, and I'm going to weave Millionaire Real Estate Agent into it. We have 3 tickets available. We have 3 people who bought tickets that can't come. And so if you want to come, I just need you to text me, and I'll get you connected to Nadine. It's November 11th and 12th in Tampa. There's a fee, obviously, but text me. I'll give you the info, 813-523-8459. 813-523-8459, and I'll put my cell phone in the chat too if you want to come. We've emailed the wait list, and I haven't heard back from any of them on the wait list, so I'm opening it up. 3 tickets available for Advance in November in Tampa if you want to come. It's going to be really, really cool. All right, let's do something good, and then we're going to get after it. Cindy, you're up first. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm just so grateful. We were gone for 15 days on vacation. And I have to tell you, James, every morning I had to force myself not to get on. Like, enjoy this moment. Do not do this. But it's such a part of my routine that I'd wake up and go like, should I hop on? Should I not? Should I? Nope, don't. Just live in this present moment of
That's
being
right.
here. So, but I'm really happy to be back, and it was a great revival and ready to finish this year out really strong. Thank you.
You got it. Welcome back. We missed you so much.
Thank,
Bobby Joe,
thank
good
you.
morning.
Hi, James. Good morning. So today is actually my 6-year anniversary of being a realtor. 5 of those being in Georgia and one year in Florida. And yesterday I held my first listing appointment for Florida, which was super exciting. And so I find out today if I actually got the listing. I was competing up against 3 other people, but I feel very confident that I got it. So
I'm sure you did. And if you didn't, you learned something from it, and you'll go get another one.
exactly.
Bobby Joe, I'm proud of you. Thank you so much for being on. And sorry to the others we didn't get to this morning, but we've got to get after it. Listen, I emailed you this morning. If you're on my email list, I emailed you this. I posted it too in the Pivot Facebook group yesterday. It's on my Instagram this morning at James D. Shaw. I got wound up. It's really Leah McCann's fault that I got wound up because she and I went back and forth on some Instagram DMs yesterday, and then it prompted what I wrote last night, and then what I emailed you today, and what we're going to talk about this morning. But it's this concept of, you know, being consistent but kind of falling off. Have you done this where you've been super consistent in something, but then you have fallen off, and then getting back on it can be a little bit tough. And we talk about consistency a lot in here. You could say we're pretty consistent in talking about consistency. And over the weekend, I was following, you all follow Brad Stolberg, I trust. I trust you follow Brad Stolberg. He's been super engaged with the stuff we do here, super smart dude. And Brad had posted a thing over the weekend about just some ideas to consider in this world that is obsessed with quick fixes, instant results, all that kind of garbage. And we just spent a whole half hour talking about the long game. And he gave these kind of things to consider. And one of them just had this almost like a throwaway line. In fact, it's in parentheses. It's not even the main point of his post. But it says, when you forget, simply begin again. When you forget, simply begin again. Now, if you want to follow Brad, just go into my post on my Instagram. I tagged him and you can find him there. My Instagram is James D. Shaw. But he says, when you forget, simply begin again. And
We're
maybe
gonna do
think
some
about in
jumping.
here, like as we're in the fourth quarter and we're thinking about, how we want to finish strong and what we want to do next. And you go, you know what, I really probably should have done this, and I need to do that, and I could have done this, and I used to do that, but I'm not really doing that anymore. Maybe I should. Well, then begin again. Like today is a good day to begin again. I want you to share with me, and I want you to think about beginning again with your database. There are people that you go through and scroll and look at and go, I haven't talked to this person in forever. I don't even know what I'd talk with them about now. But if you were to begin again and talking with your database, what would that look like? For those of you who've done it, what did it look like? And use database as a placeholder. Maybe you were someone that door knocked and you stopped door knocking and you want to begin again. Maybe you were someone who called for sale by owners or expireds and you kind of fell off, but you want to begin again. Like you're just looking at it and you go, you know that you know what to do and you just need to do it, and now's the time to begin again. That's what I want to talk about. Tiffany Taylor, good morning.
Good morning, James. How are you?
I'm doing awesome.
That's great.
Go Colts, Tiffany Taylor. Go Colts.
Go Colts. I'm so in disbelief, but all excited at the same time.
That's right.
Okay, so you said, what does that look like? And um, anytime that I have to do something that I haven't done or I should be doing and didn't do, I always put that in the message. So if I'm talking to my database and it's somebody I haven't talked to for some reason, they slipped through the cracks or whatever the case is, I start with that. Hey, girl, hey, it's Tiffany. How are you? Oh, great. I know we haven't talked in a while. However, and then I just go on about life. Like I take that out of the issue. I don't, I guess, people will deal with like limited beliefs, like, oh, they're going to be so weird because I haven't talked to them in forever. Well, they didn't call you either. So just forget about all that, put it out there, and then go on about life. Uh, but I also then too have been dealing with, I had to step away from something. It wasn't necessarily unintentional. I intentionally stepped away from real estate for a few months because our life at home just got super crazy. So now I'm re-beginning. The first place I went to, database, DTD2, because that's my love. That's the people that I care about. I make sure that they're good. I check on them and they love on me sometimes too. So it's a win-win.
Tiffany Taylor's running a great business in Indy, and in fact, we are going to do a Wednesday webinar with her, so stand by on that. That's going to be really good. Tiffany, thank you. I think the thing to remember is when you say, hey, I haven't talked to you in a while, how are you doing? And move on. We don't have to apologize. We don't have to do any of that garbage. That is just a waste. That's about you. Oh, I'm so sorry. I haven't stayed in touch. They don't give a flip. It is not cast away. How many times have I told you that? It is not cast away. They're not sitting there writing on the wall how many days it's been since Tiffany Taylor has called them. They don't give a flip. So just call and say, I've been thinking about you. Missed you. Haven't talked to you in a while. What's going on? Tiffany, thank you. Dawn Little, good morning.
Good morning. I'm actually doing this right now as we speak, because even the pre-show, when you talked about like not being engaged, so I started re-engaging with some of the database. I changed how I send them messages for happy birthdays and anniversaries, and I actually call them now, when before I was just sending a text message. And I actually started re-engaging some really old leads that I haven't talked to in a really long time. And I sent out a mass email, and then if they responded to the email, I called them right away and be like, hey, like, I know it's been a little while, and then just go into the conversation about last time we talked and how's the family and doing all that stuff. So I'm actually starting to re-engage and have a couple, seller potential leads coming up, and some people that are like, oh yeah, call me in May. So I'm starting to build my pipeline before our challenge starts. So now I'm a little leg up, but it's really exciting to actually re-engage with them and just tell them it's been a while. So Yeah.
It's really good. I like that. And now's the right time. Someone just put in the chat that right now is the right time to start to begin again because we are in a new quarter and DTD2 has just started over. I think it's A and W's this week, which is the first set of letters. And I love that you're getting a jump on Monday's challenge. I encourage all of you to do that. Again, if you're not, well, I hope you're all going to be here. Won't you be here, please? We worked hard on this challenge, y'all. PipelinePowerWeek.com. Get signed up. We've never done this before, ever. The challenges have been reserved for Inspire members exclusively. And this time we're going to give Pivot a taste. And the Inspire members are cool with it, which is what I love about them. They're going to get a lot more than just the Pivot people. But get in it. PipelinePowerWeek.com. Jack Smith, good morning.
Good morning, James. And I cannot believe that you're doing this. I have said this for about 2 weeks with the team that we need to do this again.
Do
So
what?
thank you to get into our database.
Yes,
We
begin
have been,
again.
because of Pivot, we have been so busy that we have a hard time keeping up with everything to begin with. And of course, with certain circumstances that are going on right now, the primary leader of this group has not been able to participate, who's the big cheerleader of the group. But just saying this, James, is a message from above. Thank you.
You're welcome. Get after it, Jack. Get after it. Sit down with the team. See, when you've got a team member that's got to step away because life happens, then the rest of the team has to come together and step up. When someone has to step away, the rest have to step up. And this is when you go and sit down and come up with the strategy. A's and W's. It's a non-negotiable. How are we as a team going to get this done? That's how it works. Lee Corey, you're next. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
No.
Sound great. You're good. We can hear you, Lee. We can hear you.
How about now?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry about that. One of the things that I do is in Command, you can see the last time you've contacted someone, right? There's a drop down that you can find this. And I think it's really important that you see if you haven't talked to them in how many years that you make an extra effort to give them a call. That's just restarting again. If you forget that you might have missed them, you just start again.
So smart. And again, they're
I
not
can't
keeping
hear you,
score.
James.
Well, we can hear you, so it's all good. We can hear you. They're not keeping score. So if you are keeping score about when you talked to him last, then you know who to reach out to. Now's the time to keep track. Lee Corey, thank you so much. Mattia, good morning. Mattia, are you there? Good morning.
I am. Good morning. It's my first time sharing. I've been
Well,
with the
that's
group
why I
for a
let
year
you
and a
jump the
half.
line. You see, that's why I let you jump the line. Good morning to you.
Good morning. So I am actually doing this right now as we speak. My year has not been anywhere near where I want it to be or need it to be. So I was like, okay, listen to the group. I got to get back to basics. And so I'm calling my database right now. And it's so like I'm scared, but I'm talking to people who are like, oh yeah, I remember you. I bought 2 homes since we last spoke, and I said, oh, are you getting market updates? And they're like, no. And they're willing to give me their address to get market updates and stay in contact. And it just made me realize I'm out here chasing business and I have business already that I'm ignoring. So, I wish I'd done it earlier.
If you take care of your people, then you don't have to go chase others. It's kind of like this is going to be the second grocery store reference in a week. The second one. But have you ever seen Supermarket Sweep? Do you remember that
Love it.
show, Supermarket
Hmm.
Sweep? You remember that, Mattia?
Yes, I love it.
Man, they had to fill up the cart, run all around the grocery, run all around as fast as they can, find the right stuff, put it in the cart, and run back up to the thing. And that's what some of you are doing to run your business. You are running all over the place, just putting whatever you can in because you've got limited time. You got to fill it up, getting all the stuff in and running right out instead of just methodically going through in order and doing what you're supposed to do and taking care of the people that you got and just run the place. But because you want to get all excited all the time, you want to run all around and do all this stuff because it makes it feel like you're doing a bunch of things instead of being slow and methodical and get into a system and stay in touch with your people. Thank you, Mattia.
Thank you.
I wonder, Julia, how that's going to sound on the podcast version.
I swear to God, I thought you were going to say clip that.
Ha! Let's do it. Savannah, you're next. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for letting me share. I have two things. I just got off a phone call last night with like an old high school friend, which I know for some of you is quite a few decades in the past, but for me, it's only a
Careful.
couple.
Be careful.
And we had a great conversation. It was like an hour and 15 minutes. I thought it was going to be weird. It was great. We had a couple beers. We just relaxed. So don't be afraid. They are more than likely, really happy to hear from you too. Second
100%.
thing is, I've been doing friendly appointments, which are not necessarily real estate oriented, but I reach out and say, hey, let's meet for coffee, let's take a walk, let's meet on Zoom, let's do a FaceTime, just to maintain the relationship. And then eventually at the very end of the call, I'll be like, if you know anyone that needs real estate help, let me know. But friendly appointments have been, something I've been focusing on for like a month or two, and I'm loving it. I really see the business down the road, and I encourage everyone to try it.
Fill the pipeline. Savannah, thank you so much. Janine Garcia, good morning.
Oh, good morning. So I've been gone for almost 2 months now, very, struggling with some going back to basics because of health issues. But my thing is that the best way to reconnect is when I post something and somebody makes a comment. I call the person or I text the person and I say, well, thank you so much. And I appreciate the comment. How are you doing? Da da da. And I also look and if there's something going on with their lives, like they had a baby, I send them a gift. So that is the best way for me to connect. I may not get to 100 contacts a day or 100 contacts a week, but just the 2 or 3 that I connect with, it's enough for me. And right now in the stage where I'm at, because I'm still tired and it's hard for me to wake up every morning. But even if I do a little, just a little, getting up at 5 o'clock is not going to work for me anymore because right for now.
Yep.
Am I going to do the challenge? Absolutely. I may not get 30 points, but if I do 2 things, even if it's just 2 or 1, I'm going to be in a much better position than I was the day before. And the other thing is, eventually the pipeline will be gone if you don't do it. So if you really want to stay in business, even if you just do 2 calls, it will help you.
I love it. And we're so glad you're getting back and better than ever, which is great. Pipeline Power Week is coming at the right time, and everyone's invited to it. So I trust you'll all be there. This is really good conversation. Mignon and Hope and Jolie and Nick and Bree and Erica and Dean. I'm sorry I didn't get to you today. I just tried to get some voices we hadn't heard this weekend, and then I didn't get to even all of them we hadn't heard this week. And so I'm sorry to everybody I didn't get to. But the point is that you can begin again, and now is the right time to do it. Just make the decision to go connect with people today, and you too can have a fantastic Q4 and into Q1. Tomorrow we'll be back and better than ever. I'll be back home, which will be great. And then Pipeline Power Week starts on Monday. It's open to everybody. It's a 20-minute sample in the morning, and then Inspire members every day noon Eastern next week. Every day noon Eastern next week. Also, last thing, go to the Instagram. If you have that, go to James D. Shaw on the Instagram and share the post from today. Someone that you know needs to know that they too can begin again in whatever it is for them. They just need to know it's okay to begin again. So if you would do me a favor, go to James D. Shaw on the Instagram and share the post from today about beginning again so that the other people in your world know it's okay for them to do it too.
And
Chicago,
join
we'll see you in a little
Inspire.
bit. That's right. Chicago, we'll see you in a little bit. Thank you everybody for being here. You got your inspiration. Go put in the perspiration. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you, James.